YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Throwback Thursday, and today we are going to discuss the MLB. We only have a few games, so it's an early video because it's light work. It's real easy today. We're going to have a obvious selection today. I got to prepare for my trip to Vegas, which tomorrow, this time, I will be in an airplane flying to Las Vegas to play the WSOP, so good luck to your boy. I'll still be making videos, so don't panic, but hopefully, I can continue to have the same schedule. I don't know. I'm going to be on Vegas time, and we will see what happens. It's going to be interesting. However, yesterday was a mixed bag of sorts. I swept NBA because I only gave 2 NBA plays, okay? Because it was real simple. Randall and Chet Holmgren yesterday. I mean, that was the most easy two-piece lineup that was in the water yesterday, okay? Their lines were ridiculously low. And then for MLB, it was all good until Clark Schmidt, which they ruled out Wheeler. That game canceled. So I pivoted to Clark Schmidt. Unfortunately, he didn't get 6 Ks, guys. It is what it is. But someone, listen to me carefully real quick. Someone was trying to give me a hard time on Twitter. Guys, if I post a play and it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. Accept it. I wouldn't even have cared. But the guy says, oh, bum pivot. That is the quintessential reason why I did not post on Twitter before, okay? Now, back then, that would have really, really bothered me. Now, I couldn't care less about him. First, he came out praising me, telling me how good I was, but he was upset about the bum pivot. And then I had him literally folded within 3 tweets. And then I just blocked him, and I was like, you know what? Why am I even putting myself on this kid's level? He's an absolute nobody. Literally, he's nobody. He's just a random person that looks for free plays on Twitter and complains if they don't hit. Clark Schmidt was the optimal play for that late game slate, okay? All the data supports it. If you don't believe me, go look for yourself. He pitched a master class too. 6 full innings, 2 or 3 hits allowed. He got the win, which I took him on chalkboard with their discounts to get the win because I knew he was in a good spot. As you can see here, he just didn't get the Ks because that happens. He had plenty of 2 counts, in-play outs. Let me tell you something. Pitchers, managers, coaches, teams, they don't give a darn about getting the K. They don't care. They want to win. They just want the batter out. No runs scored. Next time you think that you know something about pitcher, oh, he didn't get strikeouts, so he didn't pitch good. Wrong. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? Know your role. I know mine, which is to provide the content and data for you. Yours is to just decide after you get that content whether you want to tail or fade. If it hits, great. If it chalks, we're on to the next one. So with that out of the way now, let's review. Yesterday, I gave a 2-hour live stream in the Discord on how to look for the optimal demons for MLB and NBA. I made this lineup there. This was my 2 NBA plays that I gave period that were in my dub club list. Chet's points, Randall's points. Kikuchi, 49% chance he goes over 2.5 walks yesterday. 49% chance via crushed bats. And guess what? He walked Judge twice and then got 3 in addition to that. The Judge walks were intentional. Cash it sweat free. Okay? And then the earned run prop for Sandy, I gave it on this video. Cash that. Here's Steven's shot. Finally used the projection sheets for the first time. This is just the base model projections. And look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10x. All on the pitches thrown. Why? Because in my base model projections, I take the time to give you guys the pitches thrown prop because I provide value for being in my cord. And there you go, 10x for his troubles. And I'm sorry to come out here this early in the morning with fire and brimstone, but somebody's got to put people in check, man. All right? Like, it's a free video. Tail the plays or don't. The Discord, if you want actual, more hand holding and stuff, you got to join the Discord, guys. That's just a fact of life, okay? I can't walk into McDonald's and demand a free burger. I got to pony up the coin. Has nothing to do with, oh, you're selling picks. No, I don't care about that. But if you want my data models, if you want that, you're going to have to pay for it. Sorry. That's just how that is. So let's talk about today. We're off topic. We're going to go on NBA, then we're going to talk about the MLB. The MLB has only 4 games, but a monster pitching slate for us. So with NBA today, just like yesterday, it's real easy. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. We're taking Tyrese Halliburton's fantasy score at 46, okay? We're taking 46 fantasy score for Tyrese Halliburton in one lineup. Next, we're taking Halliburton's RA. They bumped his assist to 10. We're taking his RA at 14.5. We're just going to keep going with what's been working. So his fantasy score and his RA. Those are the 2 for Halliburton. For Brunson, it's the same thing it always is with Brunson, guys. His first quarter assists at 1.5. We're going there. And Halliburton, they finally gobbified it, LOL. But I always take this too. It used to be a normal square. Now it's a goblin. This only pays 2x. Look at how much they've docked us for this. But both of these are still fine. They're still in the mix. But now your exposure needs to be significantly lower because they're only giving you 2x for this when before this would have paid 2.75x. Do you understand? If you're having trouble with these lineup equity builds and when to take goblins, when to take demons depending on payouts, being in my live streams, being in my Discord will help you with that. I teach those things each and every day. And if you think, again, that I'm just selling you something, just ask on Twitter. Ask these dudes in the comments because I can sleep fine at night. I know my work. I know what I do. There was 145 people in the live stream yesterday at around 5:30 Central, and I taught all of them all at once all about this, and I do it frequently because that is what I am paid to do. So if you're not understanding, when do I take the double ups with the goblins? How much exposure should I have to that? Do yourself a favor and get in the mix, okay? I can't have a 2-hour video on YouTube, but I can have an hour or 2-hour live stream where I can work with you, okay? So these two are in the mix. Just lower your exposure. We're moving on, okay? Follow along. We're moving on. Next, Karl Anthony Towns. This is literally Randall 2.0, guys. Facing elimination at home. These two guys are the targets, okay? Brunson, 30.5 points. I think it's going to be tough sledding for him to get 31. Call me crazy, but I do. Why? Because he's just been barely going over 31. I mean, he did in the first 2 games, but look at the last 2, 23, 31. Like, he has to shoot hyper efficient to get 31 points. And he just, he's very, very risky, but I think these two would be where you go, okay? So your first quarter props, I lean on Towns because he has such an easier path, but honestly, it could be as simple as just taking Brunson's points and Halliburton's RA today, or his assists, or something along those lines, okay? It could be this simple right here, guys. This could be it for NBA. And I will cover this more later on because the game starts at 7 o'clock and I will go over it in the live stream. But for now, I'm just going to leave it to that. I will tell you this. Your NBA exposure today needs to be very, very minimal. You do not want to be putting a ton of exposure into NBA today. I don't care. If the game goes off, great. You need to put that FOMO crap out of your mind. If it goes off, it goes off. If he sells, he sells. If he cashes, he cashes. This is how you need to reprogram your brain. If it happens, it happens. If you had it, you had it. If not, you didn't. So what? It doesn't affect you. We're moving on. Let's talk about MLB, okay? MLB is king of the road around May, June, July. Trust me when I tell you, there is coin to be made. For those that are willing to put in the work, you will be rewarded handsomely. Now, we have an elite pitcher slate today. We got Sale, we got Wheeler, we got Sanchez, and we got Gore. Now, I'm going to talk to you about Mackenzie Gore and Zach Wheeler. Those are the two that I'm going to focus on today. Why? Because Zach Wheeler was the play of the day yesterday at 5.5, and everything that I told you yesterday for him today holds. Mackenzie Gore versus the Seattle Mariners at 5.5? Absolutely. Mackenzie Gore is leading the league in strikeouts right now. He's absolutely dealing. I'm going to run him through crushed bats. We're going to run both of these guys in real time. We're going to build a lineup on PrizePicks. We're going to build a lineup on ParlayPlay, and we're going to cook. So this is the crushed bats data model I built, which if you're in the Discord, you have access to it. Well, you will have access to it by the end of the Friday. Most of you do already via the tester role, but all the gold package members will have it by the end of Friday. It's a slow rollout to make sure that nobody has issues with the server, and also I'm already working on updates behind the scene. There's also a hitters version too, which is coming soon, which is going to be awesome as well. So this is how it works. If you're in the Discord and you have the tester role, you log in with Discord. It's going to take you through here. You click authorize. The only way to get access to this app is being in my Discord. You can't access it any other way. You can't share usernames, share passwords. No. I thought of all that scam nonsense you guys do, you little degens. None of that's possible unless you share Discord accounts, which that nobody's doing that because that would be absolute poverty. So select pitcher. There's not a lot of them today, as you could see. So we're going to take Mackenzie Gore. We got the Vegas lines up here, 7.5. He's hecka juiced over. Hella juiced over. We'll say it, hella juiced. We got some juice. Put in the juice gift. Hits allowed, 3.5. Earned runs, 1.5. This is vintage Gore. He can get 8 Ks and give up 3 runs and 5 hits. That is vintage Gore, okay? To steal a line from the GOAT, Michael Cole. Strikeouts per game, they're over the league average, and they're getting fewer hits. We love to see it. Take a look at his last 5 starts, baby. 9 fanned, 9, 7, 9, 6. The man cooks. He cooks. He's had 6 and 5 twice in his last 10 starts. The man is cooking. You would have to take an absolute forklift to remove Captain Crush off of Mackenzie Gore today. You got that? I don't care if he sells. I promise you, I do not care if he sells. I will have no regrets. I won't give a rat's rear end if this man sells me. Because you want to see something, chat? 9, 9, 7, 9, 6, 8, 13, 7, 7. I've been riding this train all week long, all month long. I've been on him. 9 straight. No pause required. I've been riding this man. You understand what I'm telling you? He's been cashing me efficiently. He's been doing it. So if he gets regression today, I'm on house coin. I don't care. I'm running it. 6.5, I'm going to put the line to 6.5. I'm going to crush it, and I'm going to get what I know to be true. He's projected to go over 6.5 79% of the time because he's Mackenzie Gore. 3.5 hits allowed is 74% of the time. Earned runs, 63% of the time. You best believe that I'm taking him at 6.5 today. Now, can he still sell? You bet it all he could sell, okay? Pitchers can lose command in a blink. It happens. He could rack up the 2 counts and just not get the Ks like Clark Schmidt yesterday. He could pitch a master class. But you know what? Mackenzie Gore doesn't pitch master classes. He's a high strikeout pitcher, but he still gives up a bunch of hits, a bunch of runs, which you can see right here. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2. Schmidt didn't give up a run. He pitched a shutout game, buddy. So we're taking 6.5 Ks. If you want to be ultra conservative, you can take 5.5. And dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if you feel like being froggy and want to take it at 7.5, it's 70%. If you feel like gambling at 7.5, God bless you. But I'm going to go with 6.5. We got the weather in Seattle working slightly against us. You can read here, it's 4.5% affecting walks. The wind coming into the stadium's a crosswind, slightly increasing earned runs and hits by 1%. Pretty much nothing to worry about. In version 2, I'm going to have a rain segment so we can have that. We know what's good, but for now, it's not there. I'm working on it. Head-to-heads, is there any data? Yes. He played them on May 24th and he had 8 Ks. Let Gore cook. Let him cook, baby. 21 pitching outs and 8 Ks versus these poverty Mariners. He's getting 7 Ks today. He's getting 7 Ks. He's going to fan 7 little Mariners today. Book it. Is this 7.5 a gobby? Oh my Lord. It's 7.5 a gobby. Stop the count. I didn't even know. Bro, what? His 7.5 is a gobby? Hold the phone. Hold everything. They are out of their freaking minds, dude. I don't care if it's Ray Charles. Bro, I don't care I don't care if it's a freaking robot AI pitcher. 7.5 gobby is insane, PrizePicks. Know your roles. That should be the normal line. But I'm taking 6.5. If you want to take 7.5, you can. I can't even believe I'm saying that. 7.5 is crazy. So here becomes the problem. We're already in a pickle, chat. We can't take Wheeler and Gore at 5.5 and 6.5 because we don't even get 2x. They're taxing big league. So do we want to take Wheeler at 6.5? It's not even an option. And I don't think 6.5 for Wheeler's optimal. I'm going to be lucky to get 6. 5.5, buddy. You know what that means, chat? We might have to throw in Chris Sale. I like Chris Sale, but I don't like taking pitchers in the same matchup because it's very rare that both pitchers go off. Like it happens, but it's very rare. I don't like to do that. I would take Wheeler or Sale. I wouldn't take the 3. All right, now I gotta think, and I'm doing this in real time. I didn't anticipate the 6.5 being a goblin. That's throwing me for a loop right now. We gotta go over to parlay play. All right, perfect. Well, that's gonna be a $10 slash line. Karl Anthony Towns for $10. Let's look at the MLB. All right, bang. They got Mackenzie Gore boosted at 6.5. There we go. I don't think they have Wheeler up yet because of the double header, but they will once. Yeah, they don't have Wheeler up yet because of the double header, guys, but they will. But for now, I'm gonna take this right here on parlay play. Page's fantasy score and Mackenzie Gore. And you know what? Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh my gosh. They have Halliburton at 8.5 assists boosted too. Man, parlay play is going to be the move today, chat. I'm telling you, it's the move. Do I have the stones to nuke WNBA? You know what? I do. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. 250 to win 637. Let's go. Bang. If you want a tail, it's promo code CRUSH on Parlay Play. The link's in the description. I don't recommend you nuking it, comment guy, but you can take Gore. You can take Page. I'm not going to go into an analytical deep dive on Page today. If you want that, the projection model's posted in the Discord. You can see she's due. We're going to head back over to PrizePicks, but there is a ton of boosts on Parlay Play. They got the slash line with Towns. They got Halliburton boosted at 8.5. This is elite right here. In fact, I got to take this. I got to do this right here. Hold the phone. Just hold the phone, guys. Another 250. Another 250, bang! I'm in there. You think I won't? I just did. Another 2x. We're going for it. 250 to win 500. Don't care. Long hair. Push Gold's chair. OKC in 5. And parlay play code CRUSH. You got to use code CRUSH across them all. That's the sauce. Send me an email and I got you 30 days of the cord. Tailor fade. It's up to you. But there is a ton of action on here today. And I'm going down with the ship. They won't be canceled. I'm telling you right now, just as sure as water is wet, I will be on this microphone tomorrow reviewing those lineups, win, lose, or draw. So get ready. Now to the dude in the comments that called Crush the Gobby Man, whatever you want to say, buddy. I took demons yesterday and showed the whole world. I don't care if it's a demon, goblin, a regular line. I go where the value is. If I'm getting paid fairly, I will take it, my brother in Christ. So we're back to this math equation problem right here with Wheeler and Gore. I'm going to have to leave it up to you guys. I am taking these guys. I just don't know how I'm going to structure the slip, and I'm not going to take a whole lot of time on this video right now trying to analyze how to structure it. I know I will be taking WNBA unders for sure. Brianna Stewart, maybe under 38.5 fantasy score. I just know the moment I take under on her, she's going to go yard. I've been taking under on her, though, and she's been cashing. It's just not really a good WNBA slate besides Paige. I do like Paige's fantasy score to go over, but I just nuked it over there. They don't even have... Oh, they do have it. I just nuked it over there. Why would I take it here when I just nuked it over there? The only reason I like Paige is look at her upside. She's my WNBA player today. That's it. I'm going with her. If you wanted to take sprinkles of cloud for a bounce back game, you could. That's fine. Angel Reese's Goblin rebounds is in play, but where's her points? What's her points line? I might be taking 12.5. Oh, yeah. Under on 12.5. Let's go. I think under 12.5 points for Angel Reese is good. You could go there. So that would be my WNBA plays. Paige is the priority. Everything else is secondary. If you did this number right here, it pays 3x. But again, if you know me, I don't think those are optimal. You would just want to take 2.25x for that. I'm going to run Wheeler and then we're going to get out of here. But before I run Wheeler, let me show you guys how to get access into the Dub Club and Discord. You go to CaptainCrush.net. Look at this new pretty site, guys. I got it up there. You have a discount right now, $24.99. You can join now. Just click the join now button. Real simple. I have the summer special, 3 months for 66 months, $124 and $24.99 for 1 month. Guys, you get my data models, access to crushed bats. It's real simple. Crushonomics.com, you will get access to that. If you're not sure of what that is, watch today's video or the former videos. My base model projections, which give you the pitching outs, the number of pitches, NBA data models, everything you need to win, guys. Plus, you get my picks, my slips, and access to the live streams and the community chat. All in one package. Nobody is giving the value that I'm giving. I don't care who they are or what they say they do. I am giving you the best value in this business, in this specific industry, period. Take it to the bank. Literally take it to the bank. My app alone is worth $50 a month, period. It is. Ask people in the Discord. So now we're going to go run Mr. Wheeler, and then we're going to call it a day, okay? And you can look at the other pitchers, Shane Baz, Ryan Gusto, all those Jose Blueberries if you want. But look, Wheeler's not in a great matchup, folks. He's just not. We knew that yesterday, though. He's not in a great matchup, which is why we were taking him at 5.5. But if we run it at 5.5, his earned runs at 1.5, his hits allowed at 3.5, his walks at 1.5, the data model loves him. It's projected to get all the way up to 8Ks. Now, this is the ceiling that he can get, okay? This is the ceiling projection on average. What is his average ceiling? 8, 2, 5, 1. What we want to look at is the probability of how many times he's going to go over. 5.5. 81% of the time, he's getting 6Ks today, okay? 81% of the time, Zach Wheeler gets 5.5 Ks. That's all we need to worry about. If you're not convinced on that, you don't want to take it because it is a bad matchup, you can look at the hits allowed, 74%. A vintage Zach Wheeler performance, chat, is this. 6 or 7 Ks, 4 to 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. You can take that to the bank. The recommendation, take more, take more, take more. You take less on 1.5 walks, easy peasy. The only hard part of the whole puzzle becomes, what do we do with the payout structure? Because we're not getting paid fairly. Do we take him to get the win on chalkboard? Those are questions that I will answer in the live stream today. There is a double header. If you want to attack Sanchez first, you can, but I'm personally not going to go there. And then for hitters today, I'm probably fading all the hitters. I'm going extremely light today, like I said, packing for my trip tomorrow. That's why this video is early. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of errands to run before I leave. I'm going to be gone in Vegas for 2 weeks, guys. Trying to win a World Series of Poker bracelet. You understand? That is going to be Grind Town City. Poker is my sports. Fantasy sports is number 1. Poker is my number 2. These are the 2 hobbies that I do. This is my life. Number 3 is golf. I would love to document my poker journeys when I take these trips. I take them frequently, but they don't give me media passes and it sucks. I can't film. Anytime I get caught filming, they're like, you need to delete that and shut that down. I'm like, bro, give your boy a pass. It's free advertising. What's wrong with you people? Are you living in 1985? I mean, what's going on here? So folks, I do appreciate you tuning in. Sorry the video's kind of high. Yesterday I didn't have a lot of energy because it was later in the day. Today I woke up feeling some type of way, ready to crush. All right? So I appreciate you tuning in. I might do something crazy and put Paige Buchers as play of the day at 34.5 fantasy score. I might just do it to prove the Gobby cord. Gobby, man. I might just shut you guys down. But before I close, miss me with all that nonsense, Papa. Because if I like demons on the board, if I feel I'm getting paid fairly, I will take them and I will anchor them. And if you don't think I anchored Randall and Chet's demon, think again, because I did. I had them in multiple lineups. Trust me when I tell you. Unfortunately, Schmidt sold, so they're not posted under winning slips, but I did have them. And look, I paired my free square with a demon at 3.5 earns are allowed. If the demon's good, I take it. Never forget. I appreciate you tuning in. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.